Time. Time.
Sup?
Time.
Flies.
Time.
Bandits.
Time.
Wounds all healed.
Time.
Rosemary and Tom.
With my channel reaching 10,000 subscribers, I've been spending some time looking back at the past and reminiscing while thinking about the future of my channel and what I hope to accomplish next. I figure there's no better time than the present to celebrate my favorite feature films revolving around temporal physics. Okay, let's try to get through this with minimal brain damage. Time travel is a very attractive concept. Being able to change events in a favorable way, or visiting historical events sounds great, in theory. But clearly, messing with powers beyond your control or comprehension is bound to yield some unforeseen results. Perhaps, in another timeline, I could have been PewDiePie popular, or an A-list movie star, or killed in a tragic cheese sandwich and bathtub-related incident. The possibilities are endless. Time manipulation has been a subject of speculation and interest for hundreds of years. Being adopted by our storytellers as well as mainstream scientific theory, it's no surprise that we as humans have come up with many ideas on how this concept might occur in reality. As a result, some of our most interesting literary works and feature films have taken this concept and played with it in very unique and innovative ways. So, once again, this top 5 list is based on nothing more than my own personal opinion, taste, and exposure. I'll be focusing on films that make use of time travel as a plot device in interesting ways that get me thinking, as opposed to films that merely use elements of time travel but have other main focuses, such as The Terminator.
No namby-pamby time holes here.
Also, since I'm only referencing feature films in this list, time travel TV series such as Doctor Who and Quantum Leap won't be included. Also, before we begin, as per instructions from my future self, I'm going to include the following disclaimer. Since there are an infinite number of universes, I'm clearly not going to be able to get every great time travel film from all planes of reality in this short 5-entry list. I'm going to try to reference as many good time travel films as I'm aware of while showing you the ones I think are the most interesting and worth watching. So please don't be offended, and definitely do not send time ninjas from outer space to assassinate me if your favorite film isn't mentioned. Just take it as an invitation to join the conversation and let me know what ones you love. With that in mind, let's jump into my top 5 time travel movies.
Gentlemen, all I'm asking you to do now is to witness a demonstration of the possibility of movement within the fourth dimension.
Number 5. Repeaters. 3 members of a rehab program loop through the same day over and over. As they repeat, things begin to spiral out of control, and what originally seemed like a blessing becomes an unescapable curse. This film takes time and wraps it around the character development in a very unique way for each member of the group. It's a very well written and acted film with some interesting uses of time travel theory, even if there are a few minor, potentially universe-ending paradoxes involved. There's that brain damage kicking in. I've considered this film against other great films that use similar time travel mechanics, like Groundhog's Day and Run Lola Run. Number 4. The Time Machine. While both the 1960 and 2002 adaptations of this classic science fiction story by Herbert George Wells are worth checking out, for the purposes of this list, we're going with the 1960 version. This is the definitive time travel film for many people. A scientist creates a machine that allows him to travel into the future, where he faces an ape-like species known as the Morlock. Also worth note from this era is the Planet of the Apes series. Number 3. The Butterfly Effect. A college student who has suffered from blackouts his entire life finds he has the ability to revisit and change past events through astral projection. As the title implies, this film shows you how even the smallest of changes to the past can have far-reaching consequences. Another film that uses similar time travel logic and dark aesthetic is Donnie Darko, which is way better than any of the Butterfly Effect sequels. Number 2. 12 Monkeys. A prisoner named James Cole is sent back in time to gather information on a terrorist group named the 12 Monkeys and a mysterious germ that nearly wiped out the human race. This film mixes the time travel elements with themes of psychology to great effect, blurring the line between Cole's insanity and the temporal shenanigans at play. If you like 12 Monkeys, I would also suggest checking out Looper, which also stars a time-traveling Bruce Willis. Number 1. Back to the Future. This one's a no-brainer. The upbeat soundtrack, the timeless story, the endless quotability, Back to the Future has it all. A teenage Marty McFly is sent back to the past and interrupts his parents' first meeting. Marty and his friend Doc Brown race against time to ensure Marty's parents get together so he and his siblings can be born. Other films that have a similar feel are Frequently Asked Questions About Time Travel, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and Hot Tub Time Machine. So that's my top 5 time travel movies, at least in this universe, and let me tell you, this timeline is a lot better than the Fate is PewDiePie one. Maybe I'm not the biggest channel on YouTube, but I'm happy to have grown my channel the way I have, doing the things I enjoy, and sharing it with my 10,000 close personal friends. I want to thank everyone who's been sharing my adventures over the past few years. I hope to continue keeping you entertained as you accompany me on my journey into the future. As always, I look forward to reading your comments talking about your favorite time travel films. For right now, however, I have an appointment with a cheese sandwich and a bathtub. This is, was, and always will be Fade Dragontier. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
You are quite a simple organism to possess the knowledge you do.
You're only saying that because you don't know me.
Time is meaningless, and yet it is all that exists.
Very Morrissey.
You could do Morrissey.